the battle for Los Angeles. Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions, and while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Bruins will boot it away to start the game. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Trying play action. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Now, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. This is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
This offense has it with a really good field position. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava.
Oh, you're a mean one.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because he bobbles it all. As soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Ooh. Ooh.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses. So close
to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense. Get rid of the football, setting up the first and goal.
The Bruins trying to punch it in on first and goal. Trying to march in.
Nope.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved?
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
A big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right?
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid...
He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to be...
And to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. A great catch and run for 6. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that,
Mr. Grinch.
Exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Hard is truly rotten.
When their defense comes on the field.
Oh, my cat just went crazy.
It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line.
That drive was a real humdinger.
They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
That's a kind of play that can really get you going.
There's something in the air tonight.
The Trojans are in the hurry up. For all the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, you know, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Looking back to last year, the Trojans made a mid-season quarterback change. You might expect that, trying to live up to what Caleb Williams was able to do, but Jaden Mayava certainly finished strong, Jesse.
Yeah, the UNLV transfer looked really, really good, especially at the end of the year. And you know with Lincoln Riley, one of the great QB whisperers in recent college football memory. If you're locked in, and you're playing, and you're seeing the field the way Lincoln Riley is seeing it, this offense is going to be unstoppable. If he does that, he's going to put up Heisman numbers.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sideline. Looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy.
My cat is just living his best effing life right now.
You anticipate it, you throw it,
Salem, no.
he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Catch in the middle, it's Lane.
I think there's something in the air now. Fernando.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
Oh my God!
That's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it, and you don't want to give up big plays and wide open.
Oh no!
Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown.
Nope.
Here.
No.
Right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Salem.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Matthews. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a tree.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about. And these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The short hands, it's Thomas. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. They make the stop, but the sweet roll catch is ready to give them a first down. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. Holding on the defense is just a gift to the offense with the automatic first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Caught behind the line. It's Sanders. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The inside handoff. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense. And this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Showing the arm strength to the left. Oh, it's picked off. Bringing it back. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Grabs it inside the 15. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Fires to the tight end. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, it's a fumble. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
That's caught. It's Thomas. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get them on the ground quickly.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Working that left side now. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Bruins want to move quickly. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, UCLA! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Scanning the field, it's Maiava. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's got it up to 15. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now from inside the red zone. Touchdown Trojans! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that's a backbreaker for this defense, Jesse. They were doing everything they could, trying to let that clock run out, force a field goal. They execute under 10 seconds left, and they put it in the end zone.
Yeah, how about the situational offense there too, though, David? Understanding the time and the clock and managing it absolutely perfectly. And now the decision, do you go for two and try to tie this thing up before you head into the locker room?
And that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the two-point conversion.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top on first down. On the run, deep down the right side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We are just about ready to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Got the first down and still on his feet. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Woods. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
The Bruins have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
To throw, it's Mayaba. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Scrambling away. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, as a quarterback, it's going to be tough throwing comeback routes against this guy. He does such a good job breaking on the ball, and he's able to swat it away.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Catches it at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Looking for a man. It's Mayaba. Gets it to him on the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Unloads it left. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Lets it fly. He's got it down the left side. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll take another shot here. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Bulldozes his way through. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. He'll set up to throw. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. On the move. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, USC! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. To the air. It's Mayaba. Here comes the heat. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You could tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what...
Breaks into the open. He's got 99 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Running into the open space. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass. It's Mayaba. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try to pop the draw. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. He wants a big play here late. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on second down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Lane. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. He's taking a deep shot. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Powers through. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Gets it away off his back foot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking for a push on 4th down. Got the 1st down and more. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. This isn't the only victory bell in college football, but it is the one that weighs nearly 300 pounds, and this season it will find its home in Westwood as UCLA takes down USC. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see the number 1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns. And the Bruins will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense will have the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pick! When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see the number 1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bruins will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Texas's offense will take the field first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man.
He's got it down the left. He's loose. Inside the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UCLA's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Working the middle, it's complete. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Finds his tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Backed up now. Here's second and long.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews. Touchdown, Bruins! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
No doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking left. Right on the money. There he goes. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Looking to throw, it's Manning. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's going for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll do it himself. And some room to work. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him. So he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Matthews. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Bruins line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Gets it out fast. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
He'll keep it himself. There he goes. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Oh, and and the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He might want another play. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played one. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Manning. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for growth on second down, but third down's coming up.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Immediately fires to the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this one.
Turning it on. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground. He's got it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA!
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Northwestern. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Makes the catch. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They get to the line quickly.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball, too.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early. He's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Snagged out of the air. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. That's caught. It's Matthews.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. In the gun. Looking to throw on third down. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Finds his man down the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Ball spotted at the 27. It's first and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Manning. The sweet feet buy a little time. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football.
Sneak gets it done.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Leaves it with the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Fires deep on the run. Snags it down the right side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And we've got to start our report by shouting out that quarterback. My man was dropping dimes like a bank robber, one after another. Right on the money, spreading the wealth. Are you picking up on the theme here, people? Long ways to go, I know. But if this continues, that young man is going to be cashing in more ways than one. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
And the Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Quickly to the tight end. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route.
That's a fumble. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Breaks into the open. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. Front of the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Bruins in the hurry-up. The run from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Cox. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. It'll be a draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Good right down the boulevard. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Maryland is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 18 over Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the up. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC?
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes! Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Don't let us down.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Boy, they could have used that one to cut into the deficit, but guys, still a 3-score ball game. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. To the air, it's Manning. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Makes a grab past the marker. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Running the red zone. It's Thomas. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. And he'll zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Not much reason to go for the onside kick at this point, except they want to run up the score. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. The Bruins headed quickly to the line. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. He lobs one high down the left side.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Caught close to the marker. It's Flores. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They just keep firing. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ohio notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Athens is worth its weight in gold to the Bobcats. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Quick time and stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Manning. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Misfired on first down. Back to the air on second. Turns it loose deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds his man. It's Flores. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Bruins! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, and probably getting blitz that's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the ground to try to move the chains. Powers through the defender. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean,
He's going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the Bruins are in the hurry-up. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on.